Hey guys, I'm Ray Munition, and today I'm going to quickly go over the different cosmetics that you get for each edition of Hytale. So I'm going to jump straight into my avatar, which starts out in the head and the haircut. I think most of these are given to every edition, including standard. The only difference is the scavenger haircut, but you can change your color. It doesn't matter what edition you have. I believe all of these are open to all until you get to the hats, and then you can see the standard edition gets these 3, the scavenger gets these 2, and the Cursebreaker gets all of these. I'll just quickly go through them all. And of course you can change the color of some of these depending on what it is. You can see them all change here depending on what color I am choosing, and same with all the non-edition ones. And then there's glasses as well. I think all of these are open to all editions except for these Marauder goggles. Lightly change color, but there's not much of a difference between them. And I think the ears are open to all except for these acorn earrings. Okay, now I'll go to the general. This is open to all, open to all. And yeah, so all of the general, it doesn't matter which edition you have. I'll move on to the torsos. Starting off with, maybe I'll take this off first. And I'll take my cape off. So you get this with just having the early access standard edition. So by purchasing Hytale during early access, you get the standard edition sets, and then there's the supporter edition. This looks pretty cool. Then there's the Marauder top, which goes with the goggles, and I think you can change the color of that. And then there's the Frost Warden's shirt, and then there's the Mark of the Void, which is what I had on to begin with. It's only got one color though, which is purple, which makes sense for the void. Then I'll move on to the overtop, and there's many overtops that are all given to everyone, even if you haven't purchased Hytale during early access. Then there's the Savannah Scout, the Frost Guardian, the Voyager jacket, the Scavenger poncho with a few different colors, the Featherbound tunic, changing the color changes the wings. Then there's the Arctic Scout jacket with a lot of colors. That one looks pretty nice. Then there's the Bannerlord tunic. Changing the color just changes this part here, which matches one of the capes. Then there's the Hope of Gaia top, and you can change the color of the cross. I think this one looks pretty good. Then there's the Popstar jacket with a whole bunch of colors. The Void Bearer vest. The Battle Worn tunic. This one looks pretty cool. Changing the color does not affect the leather at the front, which is cool. This is the Void Hero jacket. The Wasteland Marauder straps, which is what I had on, just so I could show off the Void arm, because a lot of the other ones cover it. I guess I could go with this one as well, but it's not as visual. Then there's the Blazing Wizard robe with a few colours. This one would go quite nicely with the fire cape. Lastly, there's the Merchant tunic. I think you would... This one looks quite nice, the black. And then I'll move on to the gloves. I'll quickly go through these ones. So let me just take off this. Alright. So there's the Savannah long arms gloves, and scavenger gloves, the featherbound gloves. These look pretty cool. The Arctic Scout gloves, the Blazing Wizard gloves, the Wasteland Marauder arm straps, the Hope of Gaia bracer, the Void Hero gloves, the Merchant mission mittens, the Popstar long gloves, and the Battle Worn gloves. And then I'll just change a few of the colors and you can see them change here, just so you get a feel of how they change. Cool. I'll move on to the pants. There's quite a few of pants as well, which are all free even if you buy after early access. And then you get 3 with the early access for the standard edition, which is the Savannah skirt, the Explorer shorts, the Forest Guardian pants. Then with the supporter edition you get the Arctic Scout pants, the Featherbound shorts, the Bannerlord quilted pants, the Scavenger pants, the Frost Warden skirt, the Void Hero pants, Hope of Gaia skirt, the Merchant pants. These look pretty cool. The Wasteland Marauder pants, Void Bearer pants, and Popstar high skirt. I'll just change the colors a bit so that you can see them change. Nice. I'll move on to the socks. So there's quite a few, but they don't change. There's only featherbound torn socks. The rest are given to everyone. Moving on to the shoes. There's quite a few shoes. I'll just quickly go through a few of the free ones. With the early access standard edition, you get the Forest Guardian boots. You get the Savannah Scout boots, the Voyager boots, the Arctic Scout boots, the Scavenger Heeled boots, the Featherbound shoes. Once again, there's a lot of colours with the Featherbound. The Bannerlord boots, the Frost Warden boots, the Hope of Gaia boots, the Popstar heeled boots, Void Bearer boots, the Merchant boots, Void Hero boots, the Wasteland Marauder sneakers, the Blazing Wizard boots. These look pretty cool. And then the Battle Worn boots. Cool. And then I'm going to move on to the capes, which I'm sure you're all looking forward to. Starting with the Forest Guardian cape. Moving on to the Scavenger cape. The few colours. You also note you can turn off the neck with all of these capes. I'll leave them on. There's the Knight cape. There's the King's cape. The Featherbound cape. The Bannerlord cape. The Royal Emissary cape. The New Beginning cape. The Popstar cape. The Seasons cape. The Hope of Gaia cape. Changing the color just changes this part here. The Blazing Wizard cape. This one looks quite cool. The three colors. The Void Hero cape. And lastly, the Frost Warden cape. And that's all the cosmetics in Hytale during early access. I'm sure there will be more added for all the editions that you can purchase within the early access period. And just in general, across the board, if you decide to buy after early access. On that note, thanks for watching. And if you want to support the channel, please consider using my creator code when purchasing or upgrading your edition of Hytale. I'm currently playing the exploration mode, so please check out those videos. I haven't created anything like it before, so bear with me, but feel free to leave any feedback and I'll look to incorporate it in my future videos. Again, thanks for watching and stay safe. See ya.